Hey Maths Legends, today we're going to look at factors and multiples to solve problems. Now you can see on this screen that there are lots of multiples of me right at the moment, but you're going to be able to rearrange the factors and products in a way that's going to make our multiplication problems a tiny bit easier. So we're going to see if we can break them down, rearrange them, and spit out the correct answer. Let's go and have a look.
Right, so after we look at our factors and multiples in ways of solving our problems, we need to be able to make sure that we can do these things if we're going to be successful. And the first one is that we're going to be able to identify different multiples that make up a certain number. That's the first thing. That we're going to be able to rearrange those factors and make easier equations. Now that means that we'll need to know what a friendly factor is. We're going to talk a bit more in depth of that, and then we need to make sure that we can actually multiply those new numbers together correctly. Otherwise our answer is going to be wrong. So they're going to be the four things we're going to be looking to be able to do by the end to be successful. All right, so let's have a look at an example. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you about is what a factor or a multiple is. Now, a multiple is if we multiply this number by this number, that will create a new number. So factors work the other way, like the numbers that fit inside. So if I look at the moment at 25, I could say that 25, I know that 5 times 5 equals 25. So remember that is multiply. So you know that this is multiply, not add, but multiply. And then if I look at 22, I know the easiest one there to do would be 2 times 11. Now what we need to do is we need to look for friendly facts. Now friendly facts are facts that will be multiplied together to make numbers that end in 0. So like 10, 100, thousands are the ones that we're looking at to use more often. So if I have a look here, what two numbers can I multiply together to make a friendly factor of either 10 or 100? Well, I can see that we've got a 5 and a 2. So let's go in this first one, 5 times 2. And I know that 5 times 2 would equal normally 10. So let's go to 10. Now that leaves me with my last two, which is 5 and 11. Now 5 times 11, now that's an easy factor as well, because 5 times 11, every time we do 11 times tables, we know that we just double the number we are multiplying by. So 5, double it up, so 2 5, so it would be 55. Now that we've got 10 times 55, I go, wow, that's easy, I can do this. Because I know when I multiply any number by 10, I just add a 0 on the end. So I'm going to put down my 55, and I'm going to put my 0 on the end. So I've got 550. Another way that you could do that, and I'd like to do this as well, is whenever you're multiplying with 0, you cross out the 0, you put that to the answer, and then you multiply what's left. 1 times 55, which is 55. Alright, so the answer there is 550. So, a few key steps. First off, split up your numbers at the top with two factors that when you multiply them together, they will equate to that number at the top. A little bit like when we do factor trees. Then we're going to look for our friendly facts, and we know that we looked and found the friendly facts of 5 and 2. We write those down the bottom here, and then what we do is we get the other two factors and we put those into here. We multiply those together, bang them up, answer done. Alright, here's two that you can now go on with and have a go. So you can see on my left hand side that I have 18 times 15. On my right hand side I have 35 times 14. It's set out the exact same way as what I've just done. Split up your factors, find your friendly facts, put those together, multiply it, and get your answer. Have a go, pause now, come back and we'll check them. Alright, let's have a quick look. Alright, so if I got 18, I know that I can do 9 times 2. And I know that 15 is 3 times 5. Let's have a look for some friendly factors. I can see some friendly factors there. I can see 2 and I can see 5. Let's write those in straight away down the bottom here. 2 times 5. Then I have my 9 and 3 left. Write those in. 9 times 3. 2 times 5 is 10. 9 times 3 is 27. Now, like I said before, Should rub that last one out. I went ahead of myself. I can do it those two different ways I showed you, but the way I like to do it, cross out the 0, add it to the answer. 1 times 27 is 27, and there's my answer of 270. Let's look at the next lot. 35 is 7 times 5. 14 is 2 times 7. Okay, let's get it down. Find our friendly facts. I can find 5 and 2 again. 5 and 2 as my friendly fact. Friendly fact down here. 7 times 7 is what I'm left with. 5 times 2 is 10. 7 times 7 is 49. And then cross off my 0, add it to the answer. 1 times 49 is 49. And my answer is 490. All right, make sure, number 1, you know your multiples and your factors of each number. Number 2, look for friendly facts. 3, rearrange your numbers and make sure you multiply them correctly. Have a go, gents. Bring any questions that you have to class. Good luck with this topic.